Coming up on Wolf Tracks, we dive into the lasting impacts of the COVID pandemic 4 years later. There's a new winter sport here to stay, and SK has some new and very non-traditional students in the hallways. Will our anchors ever get the episode done?
That's what I've been trying to figure out since we've gotten here.
All this and more coming up next on Wolf Tracks.
What are you doing now? This script is due tomorrow.
I'm just trying to find something to watch.
We're making something to watch. Like literally, we're supposed to be writing a TV show right now. That's the reason why we're here.
You seem distracted. Are you okay?
I need your help, lazy bones.
You know, since COVID...
I swear, if you blame this on COVID, I'll...
But it just zapped my motivation away.
That was 4 years ago. 4 years.
You know what? We should have just done this meeting over Zoom.
March 13th. It started as a normal school day.
Good morning, South. It's Friday the 13th, and I'm Lana Duque.
And I'm Mason Strombaugh.
But shortly after 10 a.m., the directive to close schools went out and pivoted us in a way never seen before.
We all know that there have been a lot of news and rumors floating around about the coronavirus, and we all just want to hear the breaking news from Mr. Goodwin.
In the class, our teacher told us we were going to have a few weeks off.
I was in the 7th grade at Marcus. There was a lot of news going around, both from the teachers and from the student body, talking about how there's this new flu or something of the sort going around.
Initially, there was some excitement. After all, it was only supposed to be 2 weeks.
I didn't hear anything about remote learning. All I heard was that I wasn't going to be doing the state test, and I was so happy.
We were cleaning up our stuff and packing up, ready to take our few weeks break, and we didn't think it would be our last time in elementary school.
When I figured out that it was going to be a lot longer than 2 weeks, I was less excited because I didn't get to go to my 5th grade camp trip.
However, it didn't take long before the world knew that COVID-19 wasn't going anywhere.
When my school was like, hey, you're not gonna have school next week. And then it was like, hey, you're not gonna have school again next week. And then it's like, oh, you're not gonna have to go to actual school for like the next 3 years.
It wasn't long before reality set in. Remote learning was here to stay.
It's really hard transitioning, to 5th grade when you only have 1 class, and then to middle school where you have like 7 classes. So remote learning was hard. Also, it was all online. I wasn't really tech savvy.
School was tough, but the pandemic impacted students far beyond the classroom.
The hardest part was just the isolation, because while I still had my phone and devices to talk to people with, it did not make up for the physical time spent together.
The lack of physical fitness, yeah, I lost all my muscles.
It's been a tough 4 years, and while we want to put it all behind us, a few habits from those times of quarantine still continue today.
Now that I've lived through two-ish years of a pandemic, I am much more aware of disease and much more aware of how susceptible we all really are.
But we still do Google Classroom, so we just kind of learn how to use those computers better. And
the masking, I've noticed like a lot of people still do wear masks occasionally.
I would tell my pre-COVID self to just kind of buckle down and hang on, because I think that the person I became when I came out of the lockdowns and the mask mandates in 2022 is a much better person, and it was a better groundwork for the person that I am today.
In the end, most of us will have these stories to tell for the rest of our lives. Here's to hoping that once-in-a-lifetime event stays that way.
Okay. Let's start with hosting. We got this. Any ideas?
That's what I've been trying to figure out since we've gotten here.
So I take it that means you've thought about it.
Yeah, so far I have an idea. How do you feel about a magic traveling couch?
Oh my god, I've been hacked.
Should've used a VPN.
Chances are you've probably been on a computer recently, or on your phone earlier today. And if you used it outside of your home Wi-Fi, you've probably connected to a public network. But did you know that it might be unsafe to connect to public Wi-Fi? Connecting to public Wi-Fi opens a lot of doors for people to look in on what you're doing. People can monitor your online traffic, and you're exposed to threats online. But with a VPN, you could avoid all these security threats. But what is a VPN? A VPN is a virtual private network, and it blocks access to other people looking over your online traffic. If you want to make sure you're safe online, do your own research into what VPN will be best for you.
Where have you been? I'm still working on the hosting, but I think I've picked out a few stories.
Student store. Want something?
What is wrong with you? Don't you care about our grade?
I care. I care a lot. See, I brought you some Doritos.
I'm gonna write your lines for you if you don't get over here. What now?
I forgot my froyo!
School can be a lot to handle. Sometimes all you need is a quick pick-me-up. For us at South, we have access to SK Latte and Lobo Froyo Student Store. Interactions may be short, but there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to work in store operations? We dug a little deeper and spoke with the teacher of the class to find out more.
Students learn a variety of skills from stocking inventory to ordering inventory, managing the inventory, selling the products to our customers, who are the students and staff of the school. Over in SK Latte, they learn some more specific skills, how to make coffee, smoothies, spritzers, etc. They also manage the money. So after each lunch, each student reconciles their cash register and makes a deposit.
Store operations is a great class where students learn a lot. Let's hear from them on how their experiences have been.
I really like the skill set that you learn because it's done in an environment that's really fun and very forgiving, and it's just a great place to just work with your friends.
I think it's been a great experience. I think I've learned a lot and I've made a lot of friends from it.
Oh, it's pretty fun. Yeah, I like talking with the other students, talking with peers.
With the new schedule change, bringing 4 lunches to 3, it definitely made an impact on how the store operates.
Well, it was a little chaotic at first because change is hard, and in the store operations class we had a structure that kids were used to and liked. So when we changed schedules, it was a little chaotic. It was organized chaos at the beginning, but as soon as the students kind of understood the new structure of the class, they seem to like it now and we're operating smoothly.
Yeah, so the lunch change has definitely been a learning curve for sure, but I think that we're managing just fine so far.
Even with the chaos, the students are still keeping a positive environment.
I'd say that we really do put effort into what we do and we really care about the customers. So when you're going to the store, it's not just that we're part of some class, it's that we actually care about the customer.
I'd like people to know that the store really values you as a customer and that you should shop at SK DECA.
As you can see, there's a lot being put into these operations. So don't be shy and give the latte stand and the DECA store a try.
Stop that.
Stop what?
For 5 minutes, could you just not be yourself for 5 minutes?
What do you want me to do?
Well, how about you write the next lead and tag for me?
Sure, I can do that. I saw a lot of those last night.
What?
I saw a lot of leads and tags last night.
Why do I have the feeling we're talking about 2 completely different things?
Here, let me show you.
You may have heard about winter sports like basketball and wrestling, but this year a new sport has come to South that not many people know of. This brand new sport, flag football. Although the idea of flag football is well known around SK, it has become a new outlet for our female athletes who don't already play a winter sport.
Based on the 80 girls we had signed up to try out, I would say it's here to stay. I think it's been very popular. We've had teams add leagues that weren't supported by the Seahawks on their own. They're already paying for it. So I think this will be an official WIAA sport next year.
It took a lot of work not only to get this sport off the ground, but to have it recognized as an official sport by the WIAA. They also got funding for an unlikely source. All that work has made it a great experience for the players.
Fun playing flag football in college intramurals, and I thought it was a great sport to be a part of, and so I jumped at the opportunity to coach. It was a slow process. The whole thing being so last minute, it just was a slow process. But we were reassured it was going to happen, and so we were out there having fun, and yeah, it was a great time. It is a great time.
With it being a brand new sport, there is something for both players and coaches to learn.
Well, I think we're more prepared. We have playbooks and a staff now, so we'll probably bump it up to a C team, maybe a little smaller roster, but 3 teams give us some more options and more opportunity to develop a program.
It won't be long before SK gets a state title in this brand new sport.
Hey, why'd you stop watching?
We have a project to finish.
Well, if you didn't want to watch sports, then just ask.
What do you like to watch?
I'd like to watch you do some work.
No, seriously. You look like you would watch rom-coms. Do you watch rom-coms?
I'd love it if we could get this done. We're supposed to film tomorrow.
Ha! Love. I knew you were a softie. Do you think you'd ever want to go out with me?
What possible signal could I have given that I wanted to talk dating with you?
I don't know, just shooting my shot, I guess. I've been single since Valentine's Day.
You don't say.
Did you know the holiday started with murder?
Did you know this episode is about to as well?
What is Valentine's Day? Is it a day for people to feel utterly single? Is it a day for gift giving to someone special? Modern day Valentine's Day has different meanings to different people. So here I ask some people, what is Valentine's Day to them?
It's a day gonna make fun of couples.
Valentine's Day to me is just a normal day.
Sad.
Valentine's Day is really a time of love and appreciation of friends and loved ones.
It's just a really fun and special day that I get to share with the people I love and just make super fun memories with.
Valentine's Day to me is all about love and just appreciating your relationships. Everyone has different meanings for Valentine's Day, but Valentine's Day has been around for many years. Let's travel back to around the 5th century when Valentine's Day got its origin. But how many people actually know the origin?
I don't know the history of Valentine's Day.
No.
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 Not really.
No, I don't.
You see, Valentine's Day was actually not made to be a holiday of love. Before, it was the pagan holiday Lupercalia, where men and women would sacrifice a goat and a dog and, well, do other things I probably shouldn't talk about. But it was tradition. Pope Gelasius came to power and basically said, no more Lupercalia, which obviously not everyone agreed with. But why did people celebrate Lupercalia in the first place? Tradition says from February 13th to 15th, people would participate in pagan rituals mixed with a festival that was supposed to promote purification, good health, and fertility. After the Pope was in power and shut down Lupercalia, he then decided that he was going to shimmy in St. Valentine's Day with Lupercalia to expel the weirdly disturbing rituals. But don't forget, Valentine's Day was not actually a love holiday at first. It was more of a modern day true crime. St. Valentine's Day was actually an execution, and the name Valentine was pretty popular back then. Let's start back at the beginning. Back then, there were actually 12 to 14 St. Valentines, including a girl named Valentina. It was a quite popular name, but 2 gentlemen stood out. They were preaching good in Rome and Italy, while supposedly healing people. But there was a St. Valentine of Rome and a St. Valentine of Italy. Both were killed in the 3rd century on February 14th by the government for their powers. To this day, historians still don't know which guy Valentine's Day is named after. It's a debate and more of a personal belief on what you think the history of Valentine's Day is. Was it the healing saints of love, the pagan holiday of Lupercalia, or are they all tied together? It's up to you. But now, modern day Valentine's Day is a day of love.
What have you been doing? We need to get this process done. You've barely done anything. I need help. I'm the only one doing it. This is due tomorrow. You're not doing anything and helping me. You're lazy. Are you even listening to me? What's wrong with you?
I mean, nothing. I'm feeling pretty good about the episode right now.
What are you doing now?
Just listening to some sounds.
Sounds of what? Sound effects, I hope.
The sound of music. You want to go with me?
Don't you want to get this project done?
Yes.
The Sound of Music is an original musical that is adored by many. Based off the 1949 memoir of Maria von Trapp, it has since exploded in popularity since its first debut on Broadway in 1959. It was adapted as a 1965 musical film, which is beloved by many more. The story follows Maria, who takes on a job as a governess to a large family. Now you can see this classic for yourself at South Kitsap High School. There has been months of preparation from the cast, from music to choreography to individual scenes. As shown, a musical takes a lot of work from everyone involved. Choreography is a huge part of any musical, tying the show together and making it smooth. Here's choreography director Olivia Hargrave on more information.
I wanted to choreograph The Sound of Music because it's something that I've never really done before, and it's not an opportunity that I've had to choreograph a whole show. And I think it's a really cool opportunity that I get to act and choreograph in the same show, and I think that is really fun. I think my favorite moment to choreograph was Lonely Goat Herd. It's just so fun, and the kids are so fun to work with, and it's just like such a fun and active dance to do, and I think it's great, and everyone should come see Sound of Music.
But it's not just work that the cast has to do. There's plenty of time for fun as well. Being able to have close connection with the rest of the cast is vital for overall success of the musical. Here we have cast member Silas Thornton with more insight on this.
I think my favorite moment about Sound of Music so far has been definitely the Grand Waltz choreography. It's just, I don't know, there's something about it, and it's just been super fun. I'd say that the importance of having close ties with other cast members is it makes it way easier to act and to be comfortable with people.
Creating close ties with the cast is imperative to the success of the overall show. It makes it easier to act and easier to stay motivated.
Hey Mateo, how you doing?
Go away.
That's not very nice.
Go away.
We're supposed to be making wolf tracks together.
You have the attention span of a wild puppy.
So train me.
What?
Yeah, it's still late enough. Maybe they're still here.
Who's still here?
Puppies.
We're at the high school, and no, I don't need any wolf jokes at the moment.
I couldn't have written a lead any better than that.
Usually, our halls are filled with people. But do you know what happens after school? Therapy dog training.
My name is Wendy Watanowitz. I'm one of the site coordinators here at South Kitsap High School.
My name's Tim Honeycutt. I'm a paraeducator here at the high school, and this is Lila Honeycutt. Lila, come here. Who's shy?
My name is Cynthia Nunley. I teach math here at the high school, and this is Winter.
I'm Nicole Millett, and this is Bruce.
Hi, my name is Charlotte Shepherdson. This is our dog, Honey.
Here's some information about our therapy dogs in training.
Lila is 3 years old. Lila is a lab mutt rescued from Okanogan County Dog Rescue. I forgot where we got her, but she was a pandemic puppy.
He's 5 months old. He's an English cream golden retriever.
Bruce is 2 years old, and he is an American Pit Bull, German Shepherd, Boxer, and 1% Chihuahua.
She is a mixed breed dog. Honey is Lab, Spaniel, and an unknown. We haven't done a DNA test, and she's 3 years old too.
We asked what the benefits were when the team works and learns together.
So the benefits are, one, it gives you some really great bonding time with your dog. It's also a lot of fun. And it also helps kind of wear your pet out. It takes some work when the two of you work together, so it's great exercise for them mentally and physically. And it also benefits other people. So a lot of you might have experienced the effect that Odie has when you get the opportunity to spend some time with him. So you get that opportunity for you and your dog to share that with other people too.
Reminds me of how much fun it is to play together and to practice together. As she's walking away. Yeah, it reminds you it's a lot of fun spending time with animals.
I think that it is building a stronger connection between us. He is learning, that when he behaves well and does what I ask him to, he's rewarded for it, both with food and just affection. So, yeah, building a stronger bond.
It's just helped me understand more of what the dog sees and how she interprets things and what to do and not do. So, because sometimes we stop when they're supposed to keep moving and stuff like that. So it's really helpful for that too, for her to learn to do that.
We then asked how they practice the skills that they learn at home.
Just like homework, 15 minutes a night, every night, regardless. A little bit of the time.
So at home, we try to practice just like when he's doing his normal day-to-day routine. But then I also, probably not every night, but maybe every other night, put him on the leash and try to work on some of the skills that he's learning in class.
So we just try to repeat the things that she told us, but if I'm being really honest, I, as the owner, am not a very good student, and we don't do as much homework as we should, so I need to be better about that, but he is really food motivated, so it's nice because he does catch on pretty quickly.
We just listen to what they say and then practice it at home, and she's really a smart dog, so it doesn't take very much, but it's just getting her familiar with everything and practicing so she can learn new things.
Lastly, we asked how much they improved from their sessions.
Oh, already all of the animals have done 100% better. First day we're all over the place, and what is this, the third week, people could walk up and down the hallway. So yeah, we've made a lot of progress.
Oh, he's improved a lot so far, but he's just a puppy. So he's really not old enough yet to complete the program. So I figure he's going to go through it a few times. So he's made a lot of growth since he first started.
He's actually doing really good. I'm impressed. When I first signed up for this class, I was worried that he was going to embarrass me, but he's actually been doing really well. And so I feel like one of the things that we learned is clicker training, and so that has been really useful. He's really connecting that when I use the clicker, he should listen and he'll get a treat.
I think she's improved. It's probably mostly me though. So really, but she's a smart dog, so I think that just continuing to come and practice will really get her where she needs to be for the end, for the evaluation, so she can go visit people and go out into the community.
If you want an opportunity to let your dogs become therapy dogs, here's how.
Watch for the therapy training classes in announcements and on WTV. We'll be talking about that. We are partnering with CARE, which is Kitsap Animal Recovery, and they offer training classes together in a partnership, and that'll be your next opportunity to be able to train your pet on how to be a therapy dog. It's the first step.
So, you feeling any better?
I do like dogs, and that puppy was rather cute.
Guess what?
What?
I made wolf tracks for you. And I even filmed it.